The wealthy man was having a delightful time with his female secretary. An assassin had already set his sights on him, but he couldn't resist stealing a glance at the woman's smoking hot body, causing his heart rate to skyrocket to 101. He tried hard to regulate his breathing, because only when his heart rate was at 60 would he be in the optimal state for shooting. As the rich man appeared within the shooting range, he flicked off the safety and pulled the trigger. The beautiful woman suddenly moved her body, blocking the bullet. He quickly reloaded, ready to fire another shot, but the bodyguard had already spotted his shooting position and swiftly drew the curtains. Left with no choice, he had to abort the mission, disassembling his gun and beginning his retreat. He quickly packed his equipment into his bag, picked up the shell casing from the ground, took off his jacket, then put on his helmet and rapidly headed downstairs. Hopping on the motorcycle parked right outside the door, he casually tossed the silencer into the sewer. By weaving through alleys, he avoided the patrolling police cars. As he passed a garbage truck, he threw all his gear into it. Finally, he stopped the motorcycle and started walking. He nonchalantly threw the helmet into the river. He arrived at a convenience store, promptly removed all his clothes, and thoroughly washed his body, even meticulously shaving his beard. Then he changed into a clean set of clothes, sprayed on a hefty amount of cologne, ensuring no traces would be left behind. Exiting the convenience store, he hailed a taxi and made his way to the airport. But as he went through security, he noticed a police dog staring intently at him. The authorities had clearly gotten wind of him. He quickly made a decision, stepped out of the line, headed to the restroom, and once again carried out a thorough cleansing, even discarding the bracelet he had worn for 20 years. This attention to detail allowed him to pass through security smoothly. Even so, he remained vigilant after boarding the plane. He constantly monitored his surroundings, and noticed a man in black who seemed to be watching him. During his layover, this man in black also appeared in the departure hall. Unwilling to take any risks, he immediately changed his flight to the next day and checked into the airport hotel. When ordering room service, he carefully observed through the peephole, ensuring there were no dangers around. After the attendant left, he swiftly locked the door and placed a glass on the door handle, with a pot lid underneath. Finally, he grabbed a dinner knife and sat on the couch. Fortunately, the night passed without incident, and the man in black did not reappear. Only then did he feel at ease to board the plane and return to his hometown. His car was parked right outside the airport, but on the drive home, constantly changing routes and avoiding driving parallel to any other vehicles. After a whole day of detours, he finally arrived home. But as soon as he reached the door, he noticed two large footprints on the ground. Clearly, someone had been keeping watch here. So he promptly retrieved the handgun from his car and rushed into the house, only to be stunned by the scene before him. The house was in utter disarray, with traces of blood even in the bathroom. He hastily dialed his wife's number, only to learn that she had been seriously injured and hospitalized with a head injury and was not yet out of danger. His brother-in-law told him that two strangers had barged into the house that morning, interrogating his wife about his whereabouts, nearly losing her life in the process. Upon hearing this, he immediately transferred his wife to a private hospital. Then, in the yard of their home, he dug up the emergency equipment hidden underground and began plotting his revenge.